There is nothing better than getting a referral when you're a real estate agent. It is the best kind of business, and it also makes you feel really great because you know you did a really good job for your clients or that your sphere trusts you. So how do you go about getting more referrals? That's what I'm going to be talking about today. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Amanda, and this channel is all about growing your real estate business without ever making a cold call or knocking on a random door. If that's something that interests you, be sure to stick around. Tip number one is do a really great job during the transaction. And I know you're probably thinking that sounds super basic, and it is, but I want you to think about the failure rate in real estate. It is massive. The stats are scary. I'm not even going to bother stating them. A lot of agents fail in this business because they don't even know what they're supposed to do, much less how they're supposed to do it well. Don't be that agent. Show up and make sure that you are delivering every single client a really great experience. Because when you do that, that alone is going to cause them to naturally want to refer you. In order to do that, you of course have to know what you're doing, so there's going to be an education factor. But beyond that, you also have to make sure that your buyer consultation is dialed in, your listing presentation is dialed in, you've got your follow-up down, you actually have processes and systems in place so that you can deliver them with a great experience. And of course, it's real estate, hiccups, hurdles, it's all going to happen, but how you handle those and ultimately get your clients through it to accomplish their end goal of buying or selling a home is what's going to leave them with what their impression is of you. Make sure that impression that you leave is a lasting one, that they walk away going, oh my gosh, that was a really great experience. And then when real estate comes up, they're naturally going to want to share your name because you did such a great job. Tip number two is asking when the timing is right. You don't want to ask for a referral right after the deal closes and your clients are in the middle of a move. That is not good timing. Think about the high points of a transaction. Maybe you just negotiated some closing cost for your buyer that is difficult to accomplish in the market you're in. Or maybe you negotiated a home inspection for your sellers and were able to work with the other agent and get the buyers to come to their senses and not ask for everything in the report. There's a lot of high points in a transaction. Even if you're just hitting all of the deadlines in a transaction and moving everything along just as it should, those are the times you want to ask for a referral. You don't want to wait until your client is in the middle of a move and stressed out trying to pack up their life and move it to a different house. That's not good timing. They're very busy then. Another good time to ask them would be when you do your follow-up 2 to 4 weeks after closing, when you're checking in on them and they tell you everything's great, we love the house, then go ahead and ask for a referral at that time. You could also ask for a review at that time. When it comes to reviews, I try to ask them before the deal closes, simply because, again, anybody who's moving does not have time and the last thing on their mind is leaving their agent a review. Bottom line, really think about the timing of when you're asking for referrals. You know you have to ask, you know you need to ask, but the timing of when you actually do it will make all the difference in whether or not you actually get referrals. Number three is staying in touch to stay top of mind. And this is where a lot of agents just go off track and don't keep in touch with their clients. And this is such a missed opportunity to not only continue the relationship, but to also continue getting referrals. You want to show your clients that you care far beyond the transaction closing. That's just at the end of the transaction. It's not the end of your relationship. So stay in touch with them, have a plan in place and systems in place to be able to send them a home anniversary card, to reach out to them on their birthday, to just touch base with them in general and see how they're doing. Real estate is a relationship business. I cannot emphasize that enough. And if you did a really great job during the transaction, do yourself a favor and continue keeping in touch with those clients. Now, if you didn't do a very good job during the transaction, I can promise you staying in touch afterwards is probably not going to cause them to refer you. So keep that in mind. But as long as you did a great job during the transaction and they walked away feeling as though they got a good experience and they were happy with you, make sure that you have a system in place to keep in touch with them. Okay, so to recap, you're going to do a really great job for your clients in the transaction. Then you're going to ask when the timing is right for referrals. And last, you're going to keep in touch with your clients, assuming that you did a really great job during the transaction. Being consistent with all of these will make an impact you'll see increased referrals in your business. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, or you can always reach out to me on Instagram and shoot me a DM. You'll find me at Amanda S. Davidson. And until I see you on the next one, thanks for watching.